Maybe one of the most important ideas behind being a good trombonist is that of basic tone production. How you think about making the sound matters a great deal. Here's what I mean. You can think to yourself, I'm going to make sound, or you can think to yourself, I'm going to allow sound. I like the second of these two. I say allow sound to come out of the instrument so that you're not always butting your head against the wall or forcing and muscling things to come out. Here's a great way to learn this idea. You start by just blowing through the instrument rather gently, and I'd suggest using a low note for starters. And then at some point along this exhale, you allow your lips to come together very gently. There's no tongue involved, and wherever that sound comes out, just let it happen. Don't try to make it happen. In fact, there may not even be any sound at first until you get used to the idea. There is an equilibrium between the air moving and the lips coming together, and there's a symbiotic relationship between those two things. They depend upon one another. You shouldn't think to yourself that I'm going to put my lips together and then I'm going to blow. Invariably, you will get into bad habits and you'll start muscling the tone, and the sound won't speak immediately like you'd like it to. So this technique puts the emphasis on the blowing where it belongs, and it sensitizes the lips so that they know what you're expecting of them. This does not work well, in my experience, if you play with dry lips. So I'd suggest, if you're not already in the habit, let's get in the habit of making your lips moist so that they're receptive to the movement that you're asking them to create. But again, the point here is to put the emphasis on the blowing and then allow the sound. Don't make the sound. The next step is to allow the sound to happen just a little bit earlier. And if it comes later, don't worry about it. Don't force it. Just let the air encourage the vibration. And again, there is still no tongue involved. Now, to go from the first step to the second step, where the sound comes earlier, it may take you a while to cultivate this skill. But I'd encourage you to keep with it so that you feel like the lips know what's expected of them. And this will help you create the tone in a more organic and effective and reliable way. The final step is to go ahead and add your tongue and put a little button on the front of the note. So if I were to give you all three steps back to back, here's what it would look and sound like. That third step is the finished product. So that's what you want to be able to do at all times. Now clearly this is really, really good for your soft playing, and I'd encourage you to, again, do it starting down low and then maybe try it in the middle and higher register if you'd like.